Hello. Hi guys.
Hello guys, this is Pringles from Ledger Support.
And this is Dan from Leisure Support. How you guys doing today? So we're back for our weekly AMA. So this is going to be a weekly AMA for you guys where you can ask all of the questions that you want. We'll very simply go through all the questions, as many questions as we want. Apologies for last week. We wanted to do it earlier, but we had a little complication, I guess.
We had a guest speaker.
But now this AMA is going to be weekly and for you guys to ask all your questions. So you can ask whatever question related to crypto, ledger, maybe the merge.
Yep, just a big topic that's coming around and only 2 days left. So guys, please be aware of all the scamming that is going on and don't share your 24-word seed phrase. You don't need to share it for Ethereum merge. Just keep your sets as it is and everything will be sorted out.
Absolutely. And if you guys in the comments can give us a quick feedback, if you can hear us properly, just to make sure that the sound is all good. And if not, we'll just go through the questions. I can see tons of questions in the chat. So Prince, let's do it.
And so why doesn't so it's County Sheepdog. He's saying why doesn't Nano support CSPR, XTC, HBAR? And my XTC and CSPR are on uphold, but I'm not able to transfer it over to my Nano.
Okay, and do you want to take the XTC question, Prince?
I'll take the XTC one. You can start with the CSPR.
Okay, so what was the name of
Casper Network.
Casper Network.
So I think it's an ERC20. I will just check it if it's a mainnet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an own.
It's a mainnet
coin.
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to mainnet coins, usually we work with external teams like the project teams to integrate, help them develop an app, which will be available via Ledger Live to download on your device. And from that point on, then you can use your Ledger device and third-party wallets to create a Ledger account. We don't have an ETA for this particular project though.
Yeah, but if you guys want to you can ask your Casper Network devs, they can reach out to our developers directly via the developers portal. And then they can submit the app, and once it will be reviewed by our security team, then they are good to go. So maybe then it will be supported in Ledger Live. So that's a good way to integrate a new project. So okay, next question is from Radhesham. Will crypto be destroyed in the event of wallet being destroyed? So
will crypto being destroyed? Okay, yeah. If the device gets destroyed.
Yeah.
No, the device. The most important is your recovery phrase. If your device gets destroyed, then you can use your recovery phrase, get a new device, put the recovery phrase into the new device, you'll have access to your accounts. So don't worry about it. Ledger could disappear tomorrow, you'll still be fine. So don't worry.
Exactly. And next is Nick. What happens with all my accounts and coins when my ledger is lost?
Oh, that's the same question, right?
That's the same question, guys. So your sets are not stored inside the device. They're stored on the blockchain. The private keys that gives you access to your accounts are stored inside the device. So as long as you guys have the 24-word seed phrase or recovery phrase which you got when setting up your device, you can always recover it into a new device and start managing your sets again.
Okay,
next is Robert Thai. Hi, my exchange is delisting Terra Classic. Can I transfer my Terra fund to Ledger and how?
Okay, I can take this one. So the answer is yes, you can transfer your Terra Classic coins from your exchange to your Ledger device. However, so Terra Classic is not supported in Ledger Live, but you can connect your Ledger device to the Terra wallet extension.
Yep, Terra Station.
Terra Station, yeah, thank you. And so you connect your Ledger device to that, create an account, and then you'll be able to transfer your coins over. We have an article on the Help Center that explains how to do it. There is a video as well, so you can check that out.
Same in the YouTube page. And also just remember, there's also, if you want to do Terra 2.0 Luna, then you will have to switch the network. So there's a setting cog on the top right. You go there, click that and switch the network, and then you'll be able to manage the new Terra Luna 2.0.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then there is Robert Thai. Hi, I can hear you. Thank you for the feedback.
Thanks.
Lulian Werner, hi from Germany. Hello.
Hey, hi from France.
Malducho, when Ergo? So guys, Ergo is already in works and it's passing through a security audit now. And once it passes through a security audit and it's completely safe for the users, it will be available on the Ledger Live Manager section. ETA, as every time we cannot give it to you guys because we don't know ourselves, because any bot can push the date and then we don't want to give you false promises. But it's coming, guys. Maybe by end of this year, it should be there.
Absolutely. And if you guys just joined the room, We're doing this AMA until what time, Prince? Like
40 minutes more.
40 more minutes. So if you have any questions, you can just type your question in the thread and we'll answer your questions live. Thank you so much again for joining.
Yep.
So let's go.
Nick again, what do I need to do when I change from Nano S to Nano X, because I cannot load the apps for BTC, XRP, ADA at the same time?
Can you repeat that question?
He says like, what do I need to do when I change my device from Nano S to Nano X? And because I cannot store all the apps in Nano S, basically, storage capacity.
Okay, so if you got a new device and he wants to have the same accounts, well, so it's super easy, man. The only thing that your coins are secure by your 24-word recovery phrase. So that would look like, I'm just going to show you one, but it's not. There's no money on it. Don't get too excited, but. This is your crypto, okay? So all you need to do if you get a new device is you take that phrase and you type it into the new device and you'll get access. Doing so, you'll clone your private keys into the new device and then you'll have access to the same accounts.
Yeah, and just then you will be able to manage the same accounts and the same coins you have already.
But be careful with the 24-word recovery phrase. It means that anyone that has access to the 24 words can also have access to your accounts. So you don't want to be like me and showing your
guys, never do what Dan is doing right now, guys. It's not safe. No, so
never do it. Okay. Don't take a picture of it. Don't share it. Again, guys, there is a lot of scammers, especially on Twitter, but on Discord as well, possibly on YouTube.
Exactly.
And they will try to get your 24-word recovery phrase. Do not let them access your 24-word recovery phrase. We don't need it.
Next is Robert. Do I have to update my Nano X on my computer to allow VeChain to be added to my device?
Do you want to take that one?
So no, like of course it is recommended to update your devices whenever possible, because new updates will have new fixes for small bugs which were going on. And for VeChain, so VeChain is not natively supported in Ledger Live. So for now you'll need to use VeChain vSync wallet and your Ledger device, and you'll be able to manage your funds. Again, it's completely safe because your private keys are in your Ledger device. You're only using the VeChain interface, like you're using a Ledger Live interface, for example. So, and in native integration, we don't have an ETA yet, but it should be coming in future as well.
Just a quick disclaimer about VeChain. Make sure to not send your VET coins to your Ethereum address, right? Because your coins won't be lost, but it's really difficult to recover those funds. Okay, so don't make that mistake. Do like what Prince Joel said.
Exactly.
Go through Sync, and Sync will work.
And we have a Help Center article that explains the steps. And so if you want to check it out, please visit ledger.com, support, and then just type VeChain, and it will show you the article exactly. Again, Lulian Werner, Harmony One support. So we don't have an ETA for native integration of Harmony One support. Of course, you can manage it with a third-party app.
Yeah, MetaMask will do it.
Yeah, but soon. But again, no ETA for this one now.
Yeah.
Maybe this one is not on the roadmap for now because it's
Harmony.
Yeah, Harmony.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it
because
is.
Because at least it's possible to manage your sets using a third party. So first, I think we'll try to integrate other people which are completely not secured by Ledger at all. So I think first is the main focus there. And of course, Harmony is a good project, good community. So maybe future we will support
for sure. But you can, as we were saying, like you can connect your Ledger device to MetaMask to Harmony, and then you'll be able to access your account. So
exactly.
Don't worry too much.
Next question: how do you play games on Ledger? Once saw some NFT games that looked like Minecraft, and it was on Ledger. I have a Nano S Plus.
Oh well, okay. So you probably saw our Sandbox video. I guess that was Sandbox because they have this blocky design as well. I mean, you can watch the video. There is the video is on the YouTube channel. It will take you through all the different steps that you need to get set up. You don't need to pay anything. Like it's free to play.
Yeah.
And you can collect NFTs and tokens, so it's actually pretty fun. Just do it before I think the Sandbox season
3 ends. Before season 3 ends, and your rewards or NFTs you'll get once the season ends, and then you can able to claim your NFTs.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Pankaj Kumar. Sorry. If I import my MetaMask seed to Ledger and create a Passphrase wallet, I want to know will it be safe or not?
No.
Technically, yes.
Technically, I think it's iffy. We had that discussion actually internally before. So I think there's two schools of thoughts here. I personally don't think it's secure because the recovery phrase comes from MetaMask, and so MetaMask is not a safe way to generate recovery phrases because it's been online at some point. Now, if you add a passphrase to it, then somehow it makes it a little more secure as long as you use your passphrase accounts. But I would say that your setup is almost compromised Do you see what I mean? It's like half compromised right off the
since
bat.
it is online generated seed phrase, of course.
Yeah, so I would say like it's probably better to create like new accounts, new recovery phrase with your Ledger device, add a passphrase on top of that, and transfer your accounts from MetaMask to your Ledger device. At least you start with like a very secure setup, right? Not a setup that's halfway compromised. That's actually my thought. Prince, do you have any?
Yeah, I think it's safe, but if you want to be 100% safe, always use a recovery phrase or seed phrase that is generated offline on your Ledger device or any hardware wallet, because that is like 100% surety that your seed phrase has never touched internet and it's safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next question, Abbas Sheikh, when SPL token on Ledger?
SPL will be
Solana.
Solana tokens. It's on the roadmap that I know. It's not supported on Ledger Live yet. We don't have an ETA, unfortunately, for this kind of things, because like bugs can push the release back and things like that. However, yes, it's on the roadmap. In the meantime, you can use third-party wallets to see your token, your Solana tokens. So that could be Phantom or Soulflare.
Soulflare, yes.
Yeah.
And Soulflare also you can use it with your mobile. So if you have a Nano X, you can connect with your Bluetooth and manage your sets.
Yeah.
The next is Kareem Mustain. Hello Kareem, you're long-time user of Ledger. Would we see a new type of device, a Nano, in future?
Ooh, looking for alpha here, Kareem. We'll have more devices in the future. I think that's safe to say. Yeah, we'll launch new products. We can't exactly talk about what and when and where.
But a lot of nice new projects we are working on, and we'll be able to let the users know soon about them. So stay tuned, guys, and always follow us on social media channels. We'll always be providing information there.
But follow us, be careful on Twitter. Again, just follow the correct account. Those are the ones with the check mark. Don't fall prey to scammers. There's a lot of fake accounts on Twitter.
Yeah, and always read the Twitter handle names, because there also you'll find it easily that if it's a fake account or a real account.
Yeah. Ours is a Ledger _support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really what? If you lose access to PH your sign up with, can you use another PH number without a text to the old PH number?
PH as PIN?
I don't know.
Passphrase. Sorry, man. If you can clarify your question, maybe what you mean by PH, and we'll be happy to. You can dump that in the thread. We'll pick it up.
Okay, and next is Rezul Kareem. Hi, I have transferred one of my BNB token. That's a BEP20 token, but I don't see it in Ledger Live. How can I retrieve my token?
So it depends on which token you send to your account. So in this case, I would say probably open a ticket with us.
Yeah. But usually, I think if it's not a supported token, you can always use MetaMask and connect your Ledger device and add the token custom on the MetaMask, and you'll be able to view and see the tokens. It's just that your token is there in your address, but since Ledger Live does not support that token yet, the token value and the token name is hidden.
Right. Okay. But yeah, exactly.
Next is Mark. If I put coins on my Ledger, will the coins still grow when the market grows?
Yeah, well, if you stake, yes. I mean, the market value. So keeping your coins on the ledger or on an exchange doesn't affect the market value, right? The market is independent from that. So of course, the value of your coins will grow as the market value grow as well. What you can do if you want to put your coins to work, and that doesn't apply to every coin, but you can stake them, right, Prince?
Yeah, you can stake them, you can lend them, and of course, it's up to you. And you can always make money even while you're sleeping. So you get some kind of small interest on what you stake. So you'll freeze your assets on the blockchain for a certain amount of time. You'll start getting rewards, daily rewards on that.
Do you have any coins in mind that folks can easily stake?
For me, for myself, I stake Cosmos, Solana, and Ethereum as well. Cardano.
Via Lido, right?
Via Lido, yeah, of course, via Lido. And Cardano as well. There are some good Tezos as well. If you buy a lot of Tezos, of course, with the less market value. But if you buy a lot, then you can have more rewards on them.
Okay. We have tutorials on how to. If you go to the Help Center, so you go to ledger.com, support tab, you click on that. That's the Help Center. If you type staking Ledger Live, you'll find a article that has all the tutorials on all the coins that you can stake via Ledger Live. So you might want to check that out.
Exactly. Next one is Eric Williams. Two things. First, NFT. I transfer NFTs that were from OpenSea from my hot wallet to my Ledger, and the metadata reset to be unrevealed state in Ledger, and refreshing meta on OS doesn't fix it.
Try to refresh the metadata on Rarible as well. So you connect your Ledger device to Rarible, and then your NFT will show up there. refresh the metadata there. That might help because that's where we get the metadata from Rarible instead of OpenSea. So that could help. If you still don't see it, then rainbow.me could help, right?
Or Xerion,
yeah. So it's in Ledger Live. There is on the left hand side there is a tab like a menu. You click the Discover tab. Inside there is a app called Rainbow, and you click on that, and it will show you NFTs.
Yep,
it's safe.
And next is again Rezul Karim. Please keep Cadena support on your priority list. So it's already in works. We have already received the app, and our team is working on it. No ETA yet, but it should be. It's in the progress. So hopefully you'll be able to secure your Cadena soon with the Ledger device.
Well, that's correct, man. And guys, if you just joined the live, we're here for another 30 minutes ish to answer all your questions. So you can just like drop your questions in the thread, and Prince and I will just go through it.
Yeah, we'll pick it up. So next question, Eric Williams, second question. Found a silly typo on Ledger Live that I see all the time. How do we report it?
You can just you can just paste the article, the URL article in the thread, and we'll pick it up and then explain what typo you saw.
Okay. Got Trading 79. How about a Ledger Visa or debit card?
I can take that one. It's still being tested in the UK. But we'll have some announcements regarding like how the release is going very soon, because there's been the project is moving forward, but still UK release right now. So that's what I can say.
That's still in beta testing, and once we are sure that it's safe for our users to use it, we'll be releasing it in for everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay, next is there's no name, but will Ledger have a Bluetooth support for Mac and Windows in future?
You can take that one.
Yeah, so we are working on it because we've got a lot of feedback on this one. It's a little complex procedure for different chains, I would say, so for different PC and Mac, so it will take some time, but it's in works. It's definitely in the works.
Yeah, I love this feature personally. Yeah. And look out for a Bluetooth connectivity on MetaMask as well, on mobile as well. This is coming as well.
Okay, Maury, when Thorchain support on Nano S Plus? So
still in the works.
It's in the works. Yes, guys. We have a lot of projects, guys. We have a lot of new projects that want to secure their assets via Ledger devices, but the security aspect of it takes a lot of time because our security team does a lot of tests on the app, and they have to review it thoroughly. Otherwise, they are not secure, and then it might result in loss of your funds. So it's in process.
And the Thor blockchain is a very complex project. It's more complex than your average run-of-the-mill crypto project, so that's why it's taking so much time to adapt it to the Nano S Plus.
Okay. Next is D. Roger. How soon can we expect DAG integration to be finalized?
We get this question a lot, right?
Yeah, like Ergo, DAG, XDC, other top projects that we
the usual suspects. It's in the works as well. Don't worry, we'll escalate that feedback and make sure that the developers know that you guys want that next. So keep them coming. It gives us like more.
Yeah, more people, if they come and ask about the coins, the more we can escalate this feedback to our devs, so they can know there's a big community out there who wants their project to be supported by Ledger, and then we'll be able to like push it more faster and expedite the process.
It helps us prioritize projects, so it's good. Keep it coming.
Eric Williams, correction. You all fixed the typo. Just checked when receiving NFT, it asks you to verify address, and it said reveal my address with.
I saw it. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for pointing it out.
Yeah. Next is Con the short way. When withdrawing USDT from Ledger, how's the fees? Does it take ETH? Because ETH network tokens eat up ETH for the gas fee. So does withdrawing USDT consume USDT or ETH?
This one. So if you store your USDT in an Ethereum account, the transaction happens on the Ethereum network. So of course it will have to be paid in ETH, which is the native coin of the Ethereum network. So all the fees on Ethereum are paid in ETH. So yes.
Rafael, when battery dies on Ledger, how long does the info stored on the device last? It has nothing to do with the.
It won't affect
the data inside.
The data. Yeah.
You can always use the USB-C cable that you get along with the device and connect it with your computer, and it will still work as it was without the cable, basically.
Yeah. You'll just turn your Nano X into a Nano S Plus, basically. Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
But with Bluetooth, so.
With Bluetooth, yeah, correct.
Vogel. Hi, I have a Ledger Blue and I'm unable to make transactions with MetaMask. I have tried so many different ways to fix this, but till now, zero luck.
Okay, so for Ledger Blue, we are aware of those firmware issues. It's best if you can reach out to us via an email. So you can go on ledger.com, support tab, go to the help center, open a ticket, and then explain the situation with the Ledger Blue, and we'll see what we can do for you. We have a replacement program as well for folks that want to swap the Ledger Blue for newer devices as well, so that might be interesting for you.
Exactly. And to reach out to our team, you just have to go to support, and there's a small help button on the bottom right corner. It's a little difficult to find, and we're working on like improving this help button. So yeah, just reach there and explain your reason, and then end you have to ask, like you'll be asked to explain your issue, and then you'll be able to give a ticket number, which you can again post it on YouTube, and then we'll expedite the process.
Okay, cool.
Next is Adrian. Hey, I got issues with my Ledger, cannot add the XDC wallet.
Okay, so we would probably need to know a little more information about this. Basically, one way you can do it is via MetaMask, but there is another way you can do it via the XDC app, which is in developer mode. So depending on which way you used, then the solution will be different. What do you think, Prince?
Yeah,
You're the XDC expert. Right?
No, yeah, but still, we would suggest like using the XDC MetaMask combo right now, because it's safe and it's easy to smooth to use. And then if you have if you can give some more details on what's the issue which you're exactly facing, then we might be able to help you out, provide accurate responses to your issue. Next is Nick again. I have multiple ADA wallets created in Yoroi for all my children and grandchildren. Can I secure them with Ledger Nano S, with one Ledger Nano S or X?
So I have multiple ADA wallets
on Yoroi.
Can I secure them? The answer is you can secure the coins, but you'll have to transfer them to Ledger accounts, right? If they are on a standalone Yoroi wallet, then they are secured by different private keys. In this case, you'll need so you can use Yoroi to create Ledger accounts, but those are separate from your standalone, like your regular Yoroi accounts, and you'll have to make a transaction from your regular Yoroi accounts to your Ledger Yoroi accounts. Does that make sense?
No, that's like too complicated. Just do one thing, Nick, you just have to add, like, as you have multiple Yoroi accounts, you can add multiple Cardano accounts in Ledger Live, and just name them as you name your Yoroi accounts, and then just transfer your funds from your Yoroi accounts to Ledger accounts.
That's much better. Yeah,
that's easy.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, that's easy.
Ignore what I said. That's much better.
Okay. And Pankaj Kumar, with Ledger we can only create 24-word seed phrase. Am I able to import 18-word or 12-word seed phrase?
Okay, I love this kind of question. So the answer is, so to your first question, the answer is yes. A Ledger device will only create recovery phrases that are 24-word long. Now, are you able to import other third-party recovery phrases, like from MetaMask, for example, of different length? The answer is yes. However, it's not secure, right? Because those recovery phrases have been online at some point on a computer that's connected to the internet. You don't know who has had access to that. So that might compromise the security of your funds. So don't do it. The best way is to use a recovery phrase that was created by a Ledger device.
Never import or export your seed phrase or recovery phrase, because it will compromise the funds, and then Ledger device cannot guarantee the safety of it if the device is entered anywhere on any other platform online. Basically, that's as simple as that.
Yeah. Just use your Ledger device to create your recovery phrase, guys. Don't take the shortcut. We know it's easier to just import your MetaMask and like third-party wallet phrase into the device, but it's absolutely not secure. Okay, just go through the steps of actually creating a Ledger recovery phrase, 24 words, and then create new accounts with Ledger Live, and then move your funds to those accounts. You will not regret it. Okay, you'll be able to sleep well.
Yep. Next question. Gift Michael, is GLMR supported? GLMR. Moonbeam. It's Moonbeam.
I do believe it's supported.
I'll just confirm it so we don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. It's supported yet.
You don't think? Okay.
I think it's in works, but we'll have seen it in the Discord server where we see all the apps which are in.
We'll get back to you, mate.
Just a sec. I think we can still use a third-party app.
I think maybe Polkadot.js, right? Because it's a Polkadot. I think it's a Polkadot parachain.
Yep. Find Moonbeam app and.
Okay, there is an
MetaMask. I think they can use MetaMask.
Okay.
With the Moonbeam app. So there's an article, guys. So you just have to download the Moonbeam app and then check out the user guide for step-by-step instruction how to manage the tokens with MetaMask. So MetaMask and Ledger device can be used to secure your Moonbeam tokens, basically.
Excellent.
And next one is, how do you know if a Ledger device is fake? This question is from Robert Thai.
So that's a good question. Thank you for that. You would know a device is fake because when you initially set it up, you will have to connect it to Ledger Live, and Ledger Live will run a genuine check. If the Ledger Live is not authentic, then Ledger Live, like the genuine check will fail, and Ledger Live will tell you like, okay, this ledger is not authentic. That's one way you can, but there are other things to be cognizant of when you get to your Ledger device, right? Like recovery phrases.
Yeah, like at first it should be not set like pre-seeded basically. That means that if you have received a device with recovery sheet that's already been filled with 24 words, and if you already have a pin on the device, which is also written on the recovery sheet somewhere, so that is a tampered device. Someone has already set up the device, guys, and so never interact. Only every time you have to be sure that you set up the device and create the 24-word seed phrase offline, and you do it by yourself. No one else will do it for you. You yourself have to set up the device, and then it's like completely safe.
Absolutely. And if you guys have any questions or doubts, you can always reach out to us. Like, we'll be happy to give you guidance and just make sure that you store your funds securely.
Yeah, you can comment under any videos which you are like going through in a tutorial, and then we'll reply to you on that as well.
Exactly.
Now it's PCG. I have reset my Ledger device and I've had 24 words and I still can't seem to get 3 of my tokens. I'm able to see them on my cell phone but not on my laptop.
What do you think? It sounds to me like maybe this bounce. So it could be that Ledger Live doesn't support those tokens. That might be one reason why you don't see them in Ledger Live. It could be as well that those tokens are secure in an account that's secure by a different recovery phrase. That could also be the case. It depends on what Ledger Live is telling you. If Ledger Live is telling you something went wrong, please use you don't have the correct private keys for something like that, or recovery phrase for the account, then you know it's an issue with the recovery phrase. If you just can't see the tokens in your Ethereum account, for example, then it might be because Ledger Live might need an update, or it's because like the token is just not supporting Ledger Live.
But because there are still a lot of possibilities here, so I think the best way would be to reach out to us via the chatbot, and then we'll take a look at your case, and then we'll be able to provide you a more accurate response to your request.
How can folks find the chatbot?
So easiest way is to go to ledger.com, and there's this last tag called support tab. Go there, and then on the bottom right you'll see a small black button called help, and then it will help you out to reach out to us basically.
Okay, yeah.
And now it's Martin. Will Theta ever show up on Ledger Live?
So again, it's one of those projects that we will eventually integrate when we have the bandwidth to do this. There's a ton of things we're working on. Right now, you can still manage it via third-party wallets, so it's secure by your Ledger device, of course, but no ETA on whether this is going to be supported in Ledger Live, unfortunately.
Okay. Next is Kenzu. Hi, is there a way to purchase crypto with a lower fee on the Ledger app?
What do you think?
There is a way, guys. So if you are always using buy and sell tab in Ledger Live to purchase your crypto assets, you don't need to use that. There's also different partners which we have partnered with to offer this service within Ledger Live. So you just need to go to the Discover tab on the Ledger Live app, and then you will see multiple buying partners. I remember a few of them. One is called MoonPay, another one is called Ramp, then Transact, then one more is called Mercuro, Simplex, and so there are like multiple. There are 5 to 7,
them,
and they all support different assets, and so you can verify the rates according to all the different across all the different partners, and then go for the best one.
Yeah, go shopping, guys. Compare those rates and
don't always go for buy and sell tab. Always try to go to Discover tab, and there are multiple partners for swap, for purchasing, for tax as well. There's one app called that helps you with your tax if you want to use it. So check it out and let us know if you want to have some feedback on that.
Definitely. Tons of cool stuff in the Discover section in Ledger Live.
Johnny, interesting. Nice name. Hey, do you know what's the ratio of Ledger to crypto steel sold yet?
We get this question a lot.
Yeah, I think it's Johnny only who keeps on asking us this question. Yeah.
I do not. I still do not. I think we did ask the question. Never heard back.
Well, we'll keep trying.
We'll keep trying to get this information. Again, I don't think it's 1-to-1 that I can say confidently.
And it's not that much because people are not aware of. First of all, a lot of people are not aware of crypto wallets in general.
Yeah.
And having this metal seed solution, people are not aware of that. So I think it won't be a very high number.
Yeah, but it's still recommended. Of course, guys, like keeping your recovery phrase, because your recovery phrase is so important, like keeping it on a piece of paper like that. I mean, what if the card burns? So you might want to, think about something a little more sturdy. a metal seed storage, of course, is a good solution. We sell plenty of those on the Ledger store. Personally, my favorite is the crypto tag Zeus.
Yep.
I like it very much, but you can pick the one that you like.
Always do your research, guys. Which one? And there are like some that goes through different kind of tests. So whichever that survives those tests, you should only buy those one because it's a seed phrase that controls your funds. Without them, you will have nothing.
Yeah.
So next is okay, it's a Russian name, so I can't pronounce it. Hello, how is the work on adding FIDO two-factor authentication standard to Ledger going?
FIDO 2. Yeah, it's still in the works.
Okay. Next is Pankaj Kumar. Okay.
We're getting a ton of questions.
Yep.
Yeah, guys. So if you just joined the room, we're here for another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So just drop your questions in the thread. We'll answer them live. If we can't get to your question, we'll be back next week. This is going to be like a weekly.
Yeah, we want to connect with you. We want to help you. And we want to be like stay you safe, make you stay safe. So guys, please ask us. And so next is Pankaj Kumar. How many passphrase wallets we can create with one 24-word seed phrase backed wallet? And second, what if I create passphrase wallet and Ledger stop manufacturing Ledger device, and in case my device broke?
Okay, I think we can split this question into two parts. So the number of passphrases you can create on top of one seed phrase is unlimited. It's up to you, but your Ledger device can only remember one passphrase at a time, right? So you'll need to cycle through those passphrases as you need them, right? So yeah, unlimited, but of course, just be careful not to forget them because otherwise your funds.
And it's an advanced setup, so you have to be careful. And the second one is, what happens to the passphrase wallet if my Ledger stops manufacturing Ledger devices?
Yeah, I mean, nothing. Like, as long as you still have the passphrase and the recovery phrase that's connected to the passphrase, then you can buy a new Ledger device if you find one, or like if Ledger doesn't exist anymore, you can get like a Trezor wallet or any other hardware wallet that supports passphrases. You put your recovery phrase into that wallet, that hardware wallet, and then you add the passphrase, and then boom, you'll have the private key to your accounts again.
Great. Next is Forel. How can I do a Shamir backup with Ledger?
That's an excellent question. We don't. So Ledger Live does not support Shamir Backup. I think that's something we'll escalate to the devs because I do like this feature. However, if you're interested into like multi-sig solutions, so I know Casa. Shout out to Casa, they're a great company. Casa does a multi-sig solution for Bitcoin. So you might want to look into this. It's not a Shamir backup, but it's as close as it can get, and it's compatible with Ledger devices. Yeah.
Okay, next is Camouflage. Can Matic be staked on Ledger Live?
What do you think?
So guys, Matic can be staked, not in Ledger Live, of course, but it can be staked and not in Polygon network. It has to be on the Ethereum network. So I think they can use Lido, and they can stake their Matic from there as well, because now they support a lot of different chains. And what's the other alternative to this thing? Yeah,
you can use so Polygon has a native, it's called the Polygon web app, I think. So like you can Google it, and you can connect your Ledger device to MetaMask, connect MetaMask to that app, and you'll be able to stake that way. By the way, on Ledger on the Ledger YouTube channel, there is a video explaining how this process, not the Lido one that you mentioned, Prince, but the other one via MetaMask and the web app.
Okay. Next is Dandy Modern. Hello, Polkadot signature doesn't work with parachains. Why?
Can you repeat?
Polkadot signature doesn't work with parachains. Why?
Polkadot signature?
Because we don't support parachains at the moment. So Ledger devices do not support parachains at the moment. And it's in the works, of course. And for different chains, we have received a few apps for a couple of chains. And once those apps are released, you will be able to sign the transactions using those apps. So that's why Polkadot is not compatible. So for now, it's only used for Polkadot and Polkadot assets.
Stay tuned.
Next is Robinhood. How can we have Ergo wallet in our Ledger? In our Ledger.
That one's for you.
So Ergo is not supported yet, but it's in the works, and the app is pushed again through security audit. And once it passes the security audit, and we are 100% sure that we can release it to the users, then we'll go for it.
Okay. And ETA?
No, we don't give false ETAs, guys. But at least it should be done before end of this year. Maybe that's a plan. That's what this vision. So.
Any ETA is a false ETA by definition, because all it takes is one bug to push the release back like a couple weeks or a month. So that's why we don't give ETAs, because we don't want to, drum up expectations for nothing, really.
So Jerry Charles, I'm having difficulty adding custom tokens to my Nano S Plus. Any tips?
It depends which custom tokens. If you're talking about MetaMask, then yeah, we have Help Center articles that can help connect your Ledger device to MetaMask and add custom tokens. I think the MetaMask has a Help Center as well, and there's an article that explains how to add custom tokens. If you drop the name of the custom tokens, we can maybe provide a little more.
Yeah, but it's not possible to add custom tokens in Ledger Live by yourself. That you have to escalate to us, and then we can escalate to our teams, and they'll integrate it in the future version of Ledger Live.
Yeah, totally.
Darren White, hi, great to catch you live. Hi, Darren. I would like to ask when XTC network will be compatible with Ledger. So XTC network is already compatible with Ledger, and you can use it, the ETH app and MetaMask to manage and create Ledger XTC address. We have a help center article on this explaining the steps. Just go to ledger.com support, and in the search bar just type XTC, and then it'll show you the article.
Alright guys, we're here for another 10 minutes. If you have any question, drop them in the channel, in the thread, we'll pick them up live.
Jerry Charles, what if Ledger goes out of business? How will I retrieve my coins?
Alright, I'll take that one. As long as you have your recovery phrase, which is super secret, so don't do like me, don't show it to your camera like this, but this is just a dummy one. Your coins are secure by your 24-word recovery phrase. The device doesn't really matter. It's just here to create a safe recovery phrase offline. If Ledger were to disappear, or if you lose your Ledger device, all you need to do is get a new device or a different device of a different brand and type this recovery phrase into your device to get the private keys back, and you'll have access to your account. And that's all.
Paul Cayley, does Ledger support Cardano? So yes, Ledger supports Cardano tokens and Cardano as a main netcoin as well. But you can only send and receive. Staking is not yet supported, and it should be coming in future. We have a help center article on that. Just type Cardano in the help center, and then you'll see the article on how to add an account and manage your assets within Ledger Live. You don't need to use any third-party app.
Cool. And there is a video coming probably next week on how to stake Cardano with your Ledger device and your Yoroi on mobile. So like, just stay tuned for that. It will be published on YouTube.
Okay. Next is Jennifer Jones. Hi, I am new to this. Is there a video that shows everything this device do for a beginner who has no clue about the wallets?
Yeah, so it depends. So yeah, we have like how to get started playlist, and they are on this YouTube channel. You just go to the playlist tab, and then you'll find playlist on different Nano models. So for example, there is one for the Nano S, one for the Nano S Plus, one for the Nano X. That will get you started, and at least that will create your recovery phrase securely.
Yeah. Next is Con the Short Way. Thanks. Last question. How long does the battery on Ledger Nano X last? I heard 4 years, and after that you got to buy another Ledger. After that, is that true? So average battery life for Ledger Nano X devices is 5 years. Depends on how you use the device. And I think, of course, any device which will be with around 5 to 6 years, you need to exchange for a newer device because battery will run out. But again, if you don't
depends how you use it.
Yeah, exactly. And again, if you don't want to exchange it, of course, you can still use it, but you can connect it with the USB cable, and then it will still work as a normal device. You don't need to have without battery also, it will still operate as a normal device.
Exactly. Just like this.
Yeah.
Right. You can connect it, it'll still work.
Next is Crypto Isaac. Hey, Cardano host key token is showing price in Ledger as being 0.04. It's definitely not that price. Any suggestion? So yeah, the Cardano tokens are a recent integration, and the prices which you see in Ledger Live are not provided by us. They are provided by a service provider, and we have already escalated the tokens to them, and they're working on fixing the price. There are a few tokens which they don't support right now, so they might take some time to update the price because of same ticker symbol on Ethereum or BEP network. So we're working on it, and for now you can use Yoroi with your Ledger device to see the current counter values for all different Cardano tokens.
Okay. It's just a display bug. Correct?
It's just a display bug.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Artem, will you be adding more POW coins like Ergo and Flux?
That's for you, man.
Of course, as Ledger, and we are growing at such a good pace, and we are wanting to secure all the different projects for our users basically, and NFTs as well on different blockchains. So that's our goal, to support more and more coins. But of course, it takes time. Security takes time. Auditing takes time. But we are bringing as many coins as we can for you guys. So thank you for your support, and thank you for the patience.
Well, escalate. Guys, 5 more minutes to drop your question. We'll try to make the EMA longer next week, but we'll stay here for 5 more minutes, so keep the questions coming.
Yeah, we are improving day by day. This is the second one. So we've improved since the last one, which was not that great. But then again, next time will be planned more, and we'll do it for a longer time.
Yeah.
and do it more regularly so you guys can directly ask your questions here. You don't have to open any support tickets or anything.
Absolutely.
So Mick374, this is really helpful. Thank you, Mick.
Thanks a lot.
Stephen Ray, why doesn't Quant show up in Ethereum wallet prices amount? Is there any way of linking up MetaMask to Ledger from Android mobile? So Quant token maybe it's possible that you might be using an older Ledger device. Second, it can be possible the token is not it's partially integrated in Ledger device, and so you might need to wait for some more releases. That once it updates after the next few releases, you might be able to see the token value. And we'll of course escalate this to our devs. And there is no way of using Ledger MetaMask mobile with a Ledger device for now, but we are working on the support with their team as well, and it's in the works. So it should be coming before this year's end as well.
It will be a Bluetooth integration first, right?
Yeah.
So for Nano X devices, and then in the future probably also support.
Jennifer Jones, again, what is the best video to watch for beginners? So Jennifer, there's the whole playlist, so you can just search for this playlist called customer support tutorials, and then you'll see all the videos that explains. It starts from basic how to set up the device, and then it goes on to more advanced features like adding an account, sending a transaction, receiving transactions, taking your assets, and much more. So there are a lot of videos. So if you have any doubts, you can reach out to us, and then we'll send you the links for the articles as well.
Yeah, and Jennifer, just the most important thing to remember here is the 24-word recovery phrase your device will give you when you set it up is the most important thing. Okay, you need to keep it secret because anyone with access to your recovery phrase will be able to have access to your coins. So don't look like me and show your recovery phrase to a camera, for example, or take a picture of it. Never share it with anyone. This is really the most important.
Yeah, only place you enter it is on your Ledger device and nowhere else. No other device, not your Ledger Live app, nowhere. Next is Regan P. I have, sorry, I missed a question. One is Ramutala Khan. I have already 24-word seed phrase I'm using for my crypto investment since last 6 months. Probably my seed phrase is compromised. If so, can I create a new seed phrase and use my existing Ledger Live? So the answer is no, because your existing accounts are linked to your existing seed phrase. So if you want to change the seed phrase, of course it's possible. You need to just send your assets to a temporary account on exchange, set up reset the device to factory settings with 3 incorrect pin codes, set up the device with the new 24-word seed phrase, delete all the old accounts, add new accounts in Ledger Live, and then send your funds to these new accounts. If you send your funds to your old accounts, they are still under your old seed phrase and you won't be able to access them unless until that device has that 24-word seed phrase.
And do it as soon as possible, right? If you think that someone has access to recovery phrase, just do it now if you can, right?
What happens? Okay, Rezul Kareem. What happens if I enter 9-digit unlocking pin on my Ledger Nano after all attempts are done? So as I told, it will just reset your device to factory settings. But again, you can restore if you have your 24 words recovery phrase. You just have to select not set up your device, but restore your device from the recovery phrase, and then enter those words one by one. And in the end, it will show, okay, confirm, and then you'll be able to manage your assets accordingly.
And probably a typo, but 9-digit, the maximum number of digits you can type is 8-digit, but probably a typo.
Daryl, how can I open my Ledger if I forgot my PIN? Can I enter a new PIN if I recover it with my phrase?
Yeah, the answer is yes. So if you forgot your PIN, but you still have your recovery phrase, then don't worry. You can just type in 3 wrong pins. That will reset the device, but then you can just use your recovery phrase, tap it back into the device, of course, and then you'll be prompted to select a new PIN, and then you'll have access to all your old accounts. The PIN doesn't really matter. What really matters is the recovery phrase.
Yep. Next is Hanshuoli. Can Ledger Live connect directly to Dapps? Yes, if there is an option to connect via Wallet Connect, guys. It's possible to connect your Dapp to Ledger Live and then connect your device to Ledger Live and sign the transactions.
Yeah. 2 more minutes.
Yep. Flex, New York coin, I can see I can add to Ledger. Is safe this app? I'm not very familiar with it, but we'll reply to this question in the end after we finish the session. We'll pick it up. Nick, is there a way to check seed phrase in Ledger Live to be correct? Yes, there is a way, and then if you want to take
it. You can. So you would connect your Ledger device to a tab called My Ledger inside. It might be called Manager as well in older version, but now it's called My Ledger. You connect your Ledger device to that. You go into My Ledger, and then in the app catalog, you would need to look for an app called Recovery Check. And what the app will let you do basically is type your recovery phrase into the app, into the device, and then the device will tell you if the words you typed is the words that are secure by the device. So it will check your recovery phrase basically. And this is completely safe.
Romkin, your question was not complete. That's why I skipped it. But if you could send it again, it would be nice. Next is Anthony Abdullah. Please, hi Dan. After watching your tutorial on staking Matic, I sent my Matic from my Polygon account on my ledger to my Ethereum account, but I never received them, and the transaction is confirmed.
Okay. So I think you will need to open a ticket with the transaction ID, and then we'll pick up the ticket and we'll have a look at the transaction, and we'll help you find the funds.
Where exactly? I think maybe he chose a wrong network, but don't worry, we'll help you find it. Just reach out to us. You can go to villager.com support. There's a help button on the bottom right corner, and just fill out the automatic questions that are shown to you, and then in the end it will ask you to explain your issue, and then you can paste your transaction ID, and then we'll pick it up from there.
Yeah, but don't worry too much. The coins are probably safe. It's the wrong network, as you said.
Yep. Next is Regan P. I have a MetaMask account and I want to secure it with my ledger, but it's confusing. Is there a step-by-step linking for existing MetaMask account with my
We get this question a lot. No, unfortunately, you can't add a ledger on top of an existing MetaMask account. You have to create a ledger account, link that account to MetaMask, and then send from your MetaMask account to your ledger account. So yeah, it's a little bit more work, but at least that's the only safe way to proceed.
Okay, on Stevie Ray, ledger can be used 32-bit on a 32-bit computer, or do I need to buy a new computer? So
I think it's possible. Yeah.
No, I need to check.
It's 64.
As far as I know, it's 64.
Okay.
I'll just check the requirements on the page.
And guys, so we'll end the AMA very soon, probably after this question.
Yeah, we just got one question more.
Yeah, so we'll pick up like a couple of questions after this one. But don't worry, we'll be back next week on Tuesday. Let us know what you think about this format, if there's anything that we can improve, because this is a new show, and we hope that you guys are liking it.
Yeah, this is Dan's and Pringle's support show, guys. So if you need support, always tune in and like, share, and subscribe. And Steve, I have checked it. I'm not able to find it, but I'll get back to you on the question.
Okay, two more questions.
Romkin one. Okay, now I can read your question. Please let me know when is it possible to receive BTC over BEP20 network using Ledger?
Okay, you can do it, but I would say it's not the safest way to secure BTC. For me, like I'm old school that way, I would rather have my BTC into a Bitcoin account on the Bitcoin network instead of on Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain. So what I would say is like, yes, you can do it this way, like send it to the BNB chain, but you don't really get real BTC, you get like an IOU from Binance. Instead, what you can do is like go into Ledger Live, create a Bitcoin account, a Bitcoin deposit address, and send your BTC from Binance to that address. And in my opinion, that's the best way to custody Bitcoin.
Okay, I think this can be the last question.
Okay, last question.
I have Jeremy Carroll. I have been offered for sale of supposed sealed Ledger Nano units by authorized seller in my country, which is not Cyprus. How can I tell if he is an authorized reseller? So Jeremy, you can go, there's a website called, if you just go on Google and type Ledger reseller, you will be landed on the first web page. It's called Find or Become Official Reseller. And then once you open the link, all the authorized resellers are there, and you can just filter it by your region. And yes, you said it's Cyprus. Let me see if I can find one.
Cyprus, yeah, might not be. It's difficult. We can get back to you, man. In any case.
Yep.
I think that was.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it over.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. So sorry, guys. It was a short session again, but next week we'll come better prepared. We'll do like a full hour. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a lot of fun to talk to you guys directly. We'll be back next week.
And if you guys if this time slot is suitable for you, you can also give us feedback on that, and we can also reschedule on a different time. Like if you want it to be a little later than what it is 1 hour. Right now it is from 3 p.m. CET to 4 p.m. CET. But then if you want to extend it, or we can do that as well. So we are just organizing this one, and soon we're gonna do it on different channels like Discord and other channels which we're planning to do. So so we'll try to connect more with you rather than you guys coming to us. And that's what kind of service we were looking to provide to you guys. And if there's any other things you need to, just don't share 24-word seed phrase. And don't enter it on anywhere online. That's it.
That's the most important. Thank you, guys. You can share the video with friends if they are interested, and we'll be back next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.